Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have two public match on contention for you. The first map on Waterways, you're seeing an overview of that right now, followed up by our second map, Smokestacks. You saw the smoke there, it'll be great. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get live streams of all of our events. You can also advertise your regiment on the bottom of the videos on the Patreon, and on top of that, you can get raw gameplay footage with no commentary UI. But with that being said, let's get into the round here. Waterways, we're a couple minutes late. Union have capped the point over here. It's contention. We'll explain that in a moment if you don't know what it is. But got a 260-man server approximately. It's March 16th, 9:30ish at night. So it's around prime time, a little past. But looking at our officers here for the CSA, you got Waluigi, Viceroy of Texas, the Baron, Tanker B. Gordon for the artillery and medical services. For Union artillery, you got Mr. Phila. But for infantry, you got Womp Womp, Krabby Brute, Napoleon III, and nobody here yet. But yeah, it's a 7-man in balance up front. And yeah, it's pretty balanced. Waterways is an interesting map. We'll get to why in a minute. But we got some engagements occurring. Union capturing that point. Again, so Confederate spawn all the way over here in the Pry Ford area. And this is the only place they can cross to get over to this side of the map, which is insane, by the way. Union spawn. If we quickly look where Union spawn, they have to cross a little lake as well, but I think they have 2 ways that they can cross. I don't know specifically, but Waterways is such a weird map, especially for contention, which is why it's that much more interesting. But if you don't know what contention is, essentially both teams are fighting over 1 point that is randomly chosen from 1 of 6 points. From there, each team is trying to raise their flag. If they fully capture the point, they have to hold it for a while, which you can see how long they've held it based off the bar that is slowly increasing around the clock on the top middle of your screen. But if they fully capture the point, a new point is randomly chosen, and the opponents lose 1 whole morale stage. So that's contention. If the morale stages are the same when that black timer hits 0, because that black timer will always keep ticking down, then it's a draw. But if one team has a higher morale stage or completely wipes their opponent in last stand, or captures a point while their opponent is in last stand, then they will win the game. So Confederates are kind of locked there in the Union on that spot, so they're trying to get around using the woods, and Union adjusting almost instantly.
They can pull that shit, but we can't. Get to the rocks.
So Union kind of forming up to these rocks. A lot of guys going this way. One Union company holding in the open here. I don't like this spot.
Fill those gaps in when you spawn in. Flag, keep moving back.
Confederates are going to have great shade cover. Shade is powerful in this game. I mean, if we go down, it's really hard to see where they're at in the woods. You could see the smoke, right, but it's just hard to see.
Back it up with me, guys. Back it up.
Yep, Agrippa making the right move there. But, I mean, Union have the advantage on this map for now.
Pull back.
So Miss Berry's guys pulling further back into the woods. Union kind of forming this longer defensive line. They're actually pushing far up on the left side.
Space it out, space it out.
Let them shoot first.
They don't even see us, they don't even see us. Flag.
Flag down.
Union keeping up the aggression. Confederates are now flanking around Miss Berry's group. I don't know why Miss Berry fell back there. Honestly, the Baron should just gun it for the point. I don't think he needs to engage with these Union guys. Miss Berry, though, seeing Confederates on his flank, moving into position. I think maybe they're reforming for a second. And looks like Confederates are going to win that one. Union enveloping the CSA, but CSA looks like they're falling back. Maybe repositioning. Actually, looks like Union at least are holding. Confederates aren't advancing yet. And Union's going to keep pushing here.
Form line and shoot.
That's the thing. When we see Womp Womp here as an officer in the pub, he is very aggressive. Like Cooks on Union defensive, very biased towards the CSA. Like he was aggressive as the defenders, and it's fun to watch.
Where the other company's at?
Looks like Union's gonna go up again. Confederates again, they're not going for the point. And that's a big thing with the contention game mode, right? If you lose the point, you lose a whole morale stage. And if you don't think you can take the point, then what's the point in trying to go take the point if you're going to lose a whole morale stage and a bunch of tickets trying to take the point? I'll just say point a few more times to make a point. But Union, Womp Womp, keeping up the aggression, going to hit the Confederates on their side. I like that username. Little smiley face there.
Traitors down! Cut the fucker! Shoulder to shoulder, buddy, lads! Get up here, get up here. Shoulder! Beside the brother! Get over here, get over here. Get over to the right. Get their right wing. Get their right wing. Shoot them up. Got it. Drive the traitors back!
So some Confederates are actually maneuvering their way to the point. I don't know if they're going to get there in time, though. I mean, Miss Barry is letting the Confederates through right now. And that other officer there. I mean, they just let the Confederates through to the point, which this is Progress Mill, by the way. I don't think Confederates are going to get there in time, which is unfortunate for them. Would be fortunate. I think there's a control point. Yep, there's one right there. You have a couple out in the woods. Looks like Union's starting to shift over here to stop CSA from going to the point. I don't think you need to go for the point. They're not going to be able to decap that in time. Obviously, they probably don't see that. They just like, oh, there's Confederates. Oh, what did I hit? So Union capture the next point of contention's on the other side of the river. Again, on this map, there's only one way to get across this area, and that's right here. And Confederates are going to have all the advantage of the world. I don't know why they're charging these guys out. I mean, I guess get a few tickets and then fall back. You have the advantage, might as well.
Wipe them, wipe them, wipe them.
I mean, are they not going for the point? So want that big Confederate group, but again, Waluigi's sending his guys. They're gunning towards Union spawn when the point's behind them, and this Union just wave is pushing this way. And I mean, if Confederates take the point and to hold the crossing, it's going to be very hard for the Union to win this point. So there's Confederate artillery. I don't know if Union has artillery on this map. Yeah, they do. They're all the way over there. Waluigi's guys are going to get pincered. Let's check over here. See what's going on. Union sitting on their side, so Confederates go splitting up. I mean, you can just see how little of the area, and with the recent updates to water, again, recent being like a month and a half now ago, if it was even that long ago. You can't reload in water and all that if it's too deep, so.
What's going on? Hold back.
So you can go on that Confederate, just drown. Oh. I don't know if he got shot or... Oh, Confederates are actually just pushing their way right through here. So yeah. Womp Womp still haven't charged his guys over. A lot of Union kind of back at spawn, but... And they are going to engage her. Why are Confederates crossing the river? They do have a little defensive spot. They're charging out the Union right. However, it's near impossible for the Union to charge across when you have this many guys over there. So I don't see the point in giving up that position unless you're trying to get the ticket lead back. Because tickets are dead even right now, assuming Confederates are going to win this point, which I'm going to assume that. But I mean, this is a big old wave. Union spawns getting up here at the exact right time. Confederates still holding more Union up here to be here, though. I mean, if Union just push forward here.
Eat a fucking cereal.
Another company up southeast.
I'm colorblind, so don't come near me, guys. I get stab happy.
And Krabby Boots charging his guys at Confederates. You do have a Confederate company located over here.
If anyone runs across that river, you guys shoot.
Bueller, stop announcing the charge.
The Baron, his guys, and I mean, Confederate spawns, they are a little ways, not too far, but...
He on the left was just eliminated.
No, sir. Oh,
Fall back.
No, those are friendlies. Those are friendlies.
those are not.
No, the fuck's the shoot them.
And the better fire across the river.
We'll see if Union decides to charge across here. I mean, if I were them, I would try, but again, the question of contention is, can you take the point? If you don't think so, is it really worth losing all your men? Sorry for the angle here, but why are the Confederates falling back? This is a great position to hold.
They fall first.
Oh, I guess they're holding a little further back, maybe to take less casualties, but
Roll tap.
I mean, we'll see if Union. Can you hear any of their officers?
Maryland Day only here. Go to your
Looks like
stars,
we got it.
please.
Looks like we got it. Very nice.
Just gonna hang out. Guys, you know, a little secret. On this map, there's only about 2 flags. That's
Outstanding, boys! Outstanding! Keep it up! Keep it up! Keep it up!
All right. Northwest. However, those are the only flags that spawn on that side of the river. So
I'll bet you $50 the next spawn is on that side.
Barry is thinking, even if it is Ollie, even if the next one's on their side, just let them have it again. Because we know for a fact the next one can't be theirs. They only have 2 points over there.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just feeling
Yeah.
everybody else on.
Womp is that good? Barry's good with that. Womp.
Move left!
So-
Move left!
So Barry
Red
and Ollie
legs!
are
Company
thinking,
B!
even if
Move
the next
left!
point is theirs, just let them have it. Even if
Hey,
the
stay
next one's
here.
on their
If you're
side,
not
just
in
let
their
them have
company,
it.
stay here,
Because
guys.
I completely agree.
Yep.
Okay, sounds like we're all on the same page.
Makes sense. So, as they were saying, I can show you what they were talking about, though. So this point's currently capped. It's not going to be the next point, obviously, right? They do have another flagpole. Here it is here. So this could be the next point of contention. And even if it is, the Union's not going to try to take it, right? Union won the first point. And so by Confederates winning this one, those two cancel each other out, essentially. And even if the Union lose a whole morale stage, if the next point is here, the Union are probably going to win the one after that because all the flagpoles are past this point on your screen. You do have this one here, which that would be interesting. However, the rest of the points are on this direction of where you're viewing right now. And so that's how the Union has to play. They don't want to take any unnecessary losses trying to push this direction, which is smart. So, I mean, we're just going to kind of wait here and see what the next point is. Again, contention. The one part of contention conquest I like is that we're playing in a bunch of areas that you don't normally play in. You got the progress mill here, right? But you don't see any fighting happening over here on the map. You don't see any fighting happening here on the map. So it's kind of cool. You also don't see encounters like we have here. Like the rocks up at Maryland Heights, where you can overview all of Harper's Ferry. It's a beautiful thing, and you do have some encounters on there when you play Conquest Contention on that map. But I unfortunately don't appreciate the game modes as much as I do skirmish.
Good luck, boys. Good luck.
Take aim low. We already talked about it. Steady. Fire. Much better. Yeah, keep that.
So, where will the next point be? For the sake of my sanity, I hope it's not this one, because we're just going to be waiting another 7 or so minutes. It's not that one. It's this one. There we go. Confederates charging across. I mean, if I were Union, I don't know if I'd engage. I'd just sit back and shoot them. Yep, Union playing that well. A lot of those shots. Union pouring in from numerous sides. Confederates being held up. That's the bulk of their team, yeah. They're trying to raise their flag. Confederates kind of winning. This Union company in back needs to come in if they want any shot of winning. Both sides going down to taking losses.
For fuck's sakes. Get the flags up, guys.
So the Confederates need to wipe the Union out here and then push up in the woods, because if they hold back here, Union's going to have a chance. Union winning, though, in the end. And this point's huge for Union.
I got it. Get the flag back. Get the flag back, Rally. Don't do this right now. Like, Rally, I can't fucking protect you. You gotta do it at a different time, man. They're still alive here, boys. They're still alive here.
Confederate company coming in, but more Union respawns as well. Crabby boots, guys. Union raising the flag. And Confederates look mostly wiped up there. So Union take the point. This guy's trying to pick up the flag, but having different. I don't know how hard it is to pick up flags. Look how dark it gets into the water.
Okay, second A, pull back on me. We're separating.
Why is there a water? Why is the water bubbling?
Hey, press T, boys, for all your star. About face.
Those look kind of cool, though.
Press T, boys, press T.
Move it, boys. Get our job here. Back into position. Just picked it up, man.
But yeah, no, Union, if they held that, they're going to hold firm. A lot of spawns straggling their way over. Confederates moving down the road.
Get back here, Yankee!
I have a sword. I have a sword. I have a sword. It's right here.
That's
Have
not
it
a
in
hand.
hands. Let's go. Are you ready for this?
Was that a Yankee? I think it was.
At the very least.
So the end of this game is going to be interesting, especially if the next point of contention is that one right there. Because both sides will have, at that point, capped 2 flags. Assuming Union wins this, and assuming the next point is that one over there.
Execute your orders quickly, boys. Everyone has to, down to the lowly private. Everyone's got to do as they're told immediately, for your own safety.
Steady, boys, steady. Save your shots. Wait for orders. Smoke them if you got them.
At the ready, guys. Trying to volley.
Hey, where the fuck is our medic, man?
We don't have a medic.
Medic, this is 1862. Hey, what's a medic?
All right, you guys see him on the.
You mean
Cut my leg off or something.
Medics weren't invented until
Everyone aim at the flag,
1863,
aim at the flag,
dumbass.
Aim at the flag. Aim at their heads. Aim at their heads.
Draw lines.
Steady.
Hey, who's
Ready,
calling me
game,
dumbass?
game,
Who's
game.
that?
So some Confederates are holding way back up here. Looks like they're just getting respawns in. And you got the other half holding on this side. Let's see what he says. And this is the unfortunate part about waterways. It's got to be fun playing the round, just because this is a unique experience. However, not a whole lot's happening. So I doubt the Confederates are going to charge across, because they didn't win that original charge.
See? They didn't even shoot at us.
They didn't win the original charge. I don't know. They might charge again, but then that begs the question: can you win the point? I don't know if they can.
Company, we're moving in North Carolina. We are going to be the distractions.
If they're gonna charge in a moment, I don't know how much of a distraction. Oh my goodness, what the?
Why are you here? Oh, wait. We made it.
Run.
Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Oh my god, holy shit, there's a whole other company! We have a better chance of crossing the river and crossing it with them.
Confederates starting to go across. This first company is going well, but one guy decapping. Rest of the CSA is not coming. They said they were the distraction, but that's not much of a distraction. So Union hold, not surprising there. Looks like another company's charging. Is Viceroy charging his guys? Looks like they are. Here they go. Points being decapped. Confederates charging in. If they hold here, they have a nice spot. It's going to force Union to charge in. You can see Union starting to do that right now. Union counter-charging, trying to stop them. It would be a win for the Confederates if they could prevent the decap. Union starting to hold, but can they take the flag down? And wow, they stopped it. They stop it again. That's literally right on the edge. More Confederates warring. Yeah, who was that? Rally Trooper. What a play. I am shocked that didn't decap that. What a hold on Union's part. That could not have been played more perfectly on their part. Insane it did not go down. So Confederates charge again. They're down on tickets. They're going to be close to breaking. Best chance they got is that next point over there. If it's any point in this direction, game over for Confederates.
On that left side. It's the best we can do right now.
We're regrouping. Make sure you got your full kits. Check your reloads. Press R. Fix those bayonets.
They are sending some like randos. Press C, guys, on your start. Maryland Day, you're moving to the right.
Brooklyn B, you are maintaining your position. Brooklyn B, you hold your positions.
You heard the man, Brooklyn B, stay here.
So Confederates are going to take the time to reform. Union about to cap the point. Where is the next point of contention? Yeah, my guess is it's one of the ones over here. I mean, you got 2 over here that haven't been chosen and 1 over here that hasn't been chosen. Well, let's see. I'm spamming T. Thank you all for watching this round. I hope you enjoyed. What a Union victory today. Holy crap. I don't see the Confederates being able to take this one.
You see where that next point is?
Jesus ain't here for you, son. This is hell.
I'm invincible on the path of God.
Oh shit! I fucking told him, didn't I?
Viceroy is in utter shock.
I fucking warned him.
What you say, brother?
Already,
How's your sister,
North Carolina, Company A.
Oh, my sister's good. She got another
Not
baby
much
on
we
the
can do
way.
here.
I'll put it there. Yeah.
Advancing.
Oh my goodness. The yeah. So Union's holding here. They probably are just sending one small company over there to cap the point, my guess. And then the rest of them hold the waterway. That's the thing about this map. Oh, they've actually rolled a gun all the way up here. Krabby Brute's gonna send his guys, rest of the Union holding back here. I mean, really. I mean, Confederates are, I mean, they're gonna hit last stand here.
Guys, flags are critical. All day and all yesterday, no one was picking up flags. It's a shame, too.
So, I mean, Confederates, I don't know if they're gonna charge. Well, they're going to. So, the Confederates are gonna charge. Will they hit last stand? I don't know. If they do, the game will end much quicker. The round will, that's for sure. But here they go. Let's see, will they hit last stand? Will they be able to break through the Union? Oh, those missed. Oh my goodness, that only hit killed one guy.
Let's go, boys!
Here comes the Union pouring out of the woods. Union counter-charging out. Yeah, Confederates going down on tickets. Very close to last stand. Union counter-charging. Union destroying that Confederate. I mean, Union's going to keep going. They're going to push them in the last stand. Still not at last stand. Union's capping. Union's going to keep going. They want to push them in the last stand. And I mean, once they do, they're going to have essentially won the game. That point will go up to approximately 3/4 of the way capped. Confederates seem to be caught off guard by Union pushing across. Any moment now, they'll hit last stand. Any moment. Confederates falling back. Again, delaying the inevitable. How are they not in last stand?
Come on, keep it pushing, keep it pushing.
There it is. So that point going up to approximately 3/4 of the way capped, a little less. But, I mean, this round will be over in about 2 minutes.
We can wipe them. We can wipe them.
Reloads in. Hold here and get your reloads in.
We can wipe them, boys. Come on.
So all the Confederates on the field, if you don't know what last stand is, once they die, they're dead. And if all of them are wiped out, the round will end. But Union's most likely to cap this point and end the round right then and there. The interesting part about last stand, if you don't know, is if you're waiting to spawn in and your team hits last stand, you will automatically spawn in with the rest of your friendlies. So it's kind of like one big last wave of your team. Union, I mean, they got all their flags here, maybe 3, sorry, outside of the one that went to cap, but they're just respawning their whole team here. And in about a minute and a half or so, we're going to see the Union win.
They're moving back. They're moving back. They're moving back.
Hop the fence, hop the fence, hop the fence.
Over the
Come
top.
on, gentlemen.
No, stay here, stay here, stay here.
Next fence.
The second fence.
Come on, up this fence, on the fence, on the fence. Move, 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 move. Yay!
Get 'em, boys. I don't want one of them.
Hey!
All those flags.
Take them down. I don't want a single red reaching this fence, boys.
And some Confederates charging out, making one less valiant stand here, which I can appreciate. Yeah, this first round is over. The Union team playing this map exactly how they should. They had the bias with the first point, but even though the bias was there, they held the area that they needed to. So heck of a job on their part. And we'll be excited to see how well they do for round number 2. Which is Smokestacks, which I'm excited to see. I haven't seen them have in a very long time. So yeah, well done on Union's part. I'm intrigued to see the casualties. This map is so weird for Conquest and Contention just because there's only 1 or 2 ways to cross the river or creek or whatever it's called. But Union did exactly what they need to do. Well done. We will see you in round number 2. All right, here we are with round number 2. The Spoke stats, it's getting a little later at night, so the Surfer Pop going down obviously around finishing 2. Our officers for CSA, you got Joseph, you got Bob Ross, the 5th, you got Bill Mountain, and Viceroy of Texas, Pac-Man leading the artillery, Mr. Phila leading artillery for Union. Infantry though, you got Womp Womp, Model Heart, Cabby Brute, and Pineapple Warrior. In balances 2, even counting unenlisted players. Awesome. So, first point of contention here, this is the Eastwood Skirmish. And it extends all the way to the Mumba's farmhouse, which you can see because of these smoke stacks that are going from over there. So Confederate team is splitting off into 2 groups. Fascinating as the whole Union team is gunning to this point. This point, a little Union bias. The flag bearer in front. Uh-oh.
Yankees! Fucking kill him! You are killing me, charge. Don't stop charge.
So Confederates trying to charge their guys, but they're still trickled out. The Union team, though, is organized there together. And, I mean, Union's going to hold this pretty dang well. And I mean, Confederates starting to fall back. You do have them starting to flank through the woods here. Viceroy going that way.
All of it, man. It's all gold if you can get it. Right up ahead. Here it comes.
So they say southeast. They don't see the guys about to hit them from the side. They don't see him.
Press T, get to your stars. Press T, get to your stars.
Confederates holding. are surprising the Union here. More reinforcements coming around the side, but Union's holding at a very great position. This is like an Eastwood skirmish, except that the Confederates made a dumb decision. By that, I mean charging the Union, but they got a charge here. I'm talking about Eastwood skirmish to the map, because this is where we're at right now. Union holding. Union haven't raised the flag entirely yet. So if you don't know, Union spawn is over there. Actually, that's the artillery. Artillery is all the way over there, which there are some points of contention over there. But Union, are they continuing to raise the flag? Yes, they are. And Union are going to raise the point. Union having all 4 flags, I think. Yeah, they have all 4 flags. Union's actually down on tickets, surprisingly, despite them holding the defensive position. The Confederates charging, but Confederates starting to reform there on that half stone wall. You got more Confederates coming around the other side on this front. And they are going to try to slam into the Union using the corn as cover. Get up on that snake fence to take shots. Union shifting over a little further right. I don't know if they see him coming through the corn. You can definitely see that flag. Maybe. And there they go. They get on that corner fence. Confederates starting to get more manpower here on the point. A lot of Union shifting over here on the left side for some reason.
Okay. Second. Easy shot. Come on, lay on. Fuck you, Yank. Fuck you, Yank. Hey! Get the flag escape, boys. Shoot all 3 of them. They're shifting right.
But Union, I don't know, some confusing, some falling back, some going back the other direction. No one from the Confederates are decapping.
Cowards can't stand us. Get over there by the woods with those flags. Hey, I do not want you over here on the front. You're in the woods with those flags. There you go. Get over to the woods. That flag's still up, boys. Shoot over the fence. Over and over. That fucking flag. I'm getting that.
And Confederates realizing that, now starting to do that. And they're starting to decap. This might turn into a Confederate point.
Two flags down. I've got 2 flags down. Need them up.
All these flags getting shot. I mean, look at how many guys are just spread out here. But Confederates have taken firm control. They pushed down to the Union side of the road. And this is interesting. Union, I don't know if they're going to try to go around or go on the rocks.
Have to keep cohesion more than anything else.
So Womp trying to take his guys around because some Confederates starting to push up further on this fence. Union falling back on the right, and Confederates are just overwhelming. Womp doesn't have a lot of guys over on his front. The rest of the Union team is still trying to keep some form of cohesion, but the Confederates are just pushing them back every time. The Union down on tickets too. We might see them at taking losses by time we get to the end of this cap. Assuming Union tries to take the point, which we'll see.
My bad, guys. My bad.
No reinforcements.
My company, I want you.
We're full, we're full.
In this line. Troy, New York, company A on the line, on the line. Independent fire down that call. Independent fire down that call.
Tell the boys on the snake fans to get over here.
I mean, Confederates are just they've played this round pretty well. I'm surprised they're up on. Oh, I mean, now I'm not surprised. But earlier, even though Union was winning those charges, right? Each side has the same amount of tickets in these game modes.
Go to the left.
But Union's holding up in a big old line on top of the hill. Not a whole lot of cover, but they're a little far away. 10 minutes almost into the round. And
But everybody, it was too loud for anybody to even able to hear. Over the fence.
I mean, regardless of where the Union team goes, the Confederates have a great position right now. And I don't know how effective it's going to be. Some Confederates pushing out here. Bob Ross, the 5th, guys, going to hit these Union spawns. Let's see how good Mike Hunt. He got one. With some sound effects alongside. Union scattered. I think some of them tried going to Womp, some of them not. It is a mess for the Union team, and they're going to go down to engaged. And maybe taking losses. I don't know if Union's in any position to charge.
This is the highest you're aiming.
Roger that, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, a bugle boy.
Reload. Does not help you.
Stand tall, stand tall.
AK Fro, stand up. Stand up and be
He's
ready.
back.
So let's see. Is Union planning on doing anything on this front? Nah, they're just getting shot up.
Sprint, everybody sprint. Everybody sprint.
Motto moving up his men, trying to get around the side where the Confederates are winning. I don't know if these guys are adjusting due to that, but Confederates moving. Actually, Womp's guys are trying to even to outflank them even more. And Confederates trying not to let them get enveloped on all sides. They're gonna hit engaged any moment now. Yeah, Womp's guys just positioned out to get shots. Joseph forming up in this snake fence on the corn here. The Confederates repositioning here as well. I mean, Confederate repositioning is doing very well right now. And Model's guys retreating. Let's see. Can we hear what he's trying to do? We'll see it, that's for sure. I don't know if they're going to try to really flank around to go for the point, or if they're going to reposition so that they can set themselves up for success for the next point of contention, whatever that may be. Forces of the Union on this front are growing. This is probably, yeah, this is as far out as they can go. And it looks like Union's just going to spread out and take shots. The Union, I don't think are taking this point unless the next point is here. The Union needs to start setting themselves up for success, which I think are what these guys doing. I don't know if they're going to charge in. I really hope they don't. If you're looking from a Union perspective, Union to engage. But even if Womp's guys are preparing for this to be the next point, I just think the Confederates outnumber you and they're going to overwhelm you. Although, the skirmisher line does look very beautiful. And they're charging from behind, which I don't know why they're doing this. They're not going to win. Yeah, I mean, a good chunk of Union. I guess we do have some time to kill, so you do have a point there. The point of contention right there. There might be one in the woods. I don't know, though. There very much could be one in the woods. You do have one right here. I know there's one over here. Right there. There's got to be one over here. No? There must be two more in the woods that I'm missing. That's probably why. I mean, this is, I don't want to be wrong. Eastwoods? Perhaps? Actually, that's not the Mama's... Is it? Yeah, it is. Wait. That's the Mama's farmhouse. That's the graveyard. That's Dunker Church. This is... I think Eastwoods? I don't know. I don't know where East or Westwoods is. I need to figure that out. I should look up the map. I keep saying I don't know the difference between the woods. But Confederates are about to take this point, even though that goal timer is going to hit 0. It'll let them finish it out. So, Confederates take the point. They go to taking losses. Next point of contention. Oh my goodness. They're going to be a sprinting, my friends. Confederates going to hit engaged in a moment, but Union's closer. They've set themselves up for success. A smaller force, though. However, they'll be able to get there in no time.
And don't turn around.
Sounds like a good plan.
So the artillery will finally get some action here. They'll have some great open field shots on both teams. I mean, they've just kind of been sitting doing some counter battery this whole time. That shot, very close but not hitting.
His last words were, "I can't shove it in there."
Oh, never mind. I guess they did kill someone.
God.
I'm gonna move this.
Christ.
I think we should move this just a little bit, just to get it out of the blood.
I'll be on the side where I can explode.
Hell
I've
yeah,
seen
hell
too
yeah.
much. I've watched you guys blow up too much. It's too painful. Holy shit, we left a fucking jelly jar. Like one of them 40-ounce jelly jars.
Kind of waiting to see if Confederate artillery would shoot and hit him, but anyways, so Confederates moving out. They're very scattered. Womp Womp's group is kind of hitting the stragglers as they go. That's why they hit engaged, but the 1st Union Company is starting to move in. And I mean, Union will have an opportunity to set themselves up for success defensively. This point very far away from both teams' spawns. And I mean, Union can set themselves up on these kind of fence positions here, but again, they are a little in the open. They could use the graveyard as a defense, but Confederates could flank around. I mean, maybe best bet. I don't know. Because even if Union holds up on these fences, right, oh, there's a point of contention in the middle of the frackin' graveyard. I kind of wish this would be a cool point to watch, defending from all 4 fronts. It'd be a movie, as they say. Let's go look in the woods here, as the Union is just following up behind these Confederate guys, catching them off guard. And the surprise attack again working. Going very well for Union. It's a morale and a half stage difference. But I mean, if Union win this point, it's down to a half a stage. And it might even get closer than that if they're defending with the Confederates attacking. But
I want you to start the cap. You're going to press F, press W, wait a second, and then press F again. And then I'll finish it for you. Go back to the line. Alright, press F, and go back to... Hop off. Just press F. Press F, Ben. Ben, press F. Yeah, good. Go back to the line.
Thought he wasn't gonna do it for a moment. But Confederates positioning themselves on the graveyard. This nice stone wall here. Very nice stone wall. But looking, there's a couple more Confederate reinforcements. I'm surprised some of them aren't charging artillery, but Womp's group, are they gunning it for the point?
Come on, keep moving, boys.
Yep, they're gunning it this way.
Make sure they don't get their flag. Let's go.
And Confederate respawns getting back into the fight.
That was scary there. I was looking on the rock. I didn't see them anywhere. I was looking around for them.
Right behind us.
They were being very quiet. I was on the rock looking away. I think too long.
So Confederates reforming. Union gonna get plenty of time here to do what they want.
Hold. Go right.
Guide right, guide right, guide right.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're gonna take this wall. We're gonna hit this wall. If we can, I think they might be shifting.
We can do it.
They don't see us. They don't see us. Keep on moving.
Sprinting to the wall.
Everyone sprint. Take those are reps. Take the wall.
So Confederates pulling out of the graveyard. A really nice defensive spot to charge the artillery. Some Confederates still staying. You can see that on the left, but I mean, Union should not focus on their artillery. Take the graveyard and hold this spot.
Independent in the open. I know they're charging our.
Shoot in the open. Shoot that flag. Shoot that flag.
Yep.
On the left.
Bad guys right in front of you.
Stay here, boys. Keep firing.
And Confederates that are still remaining get wiped. Confederates do beat back Union artillery, however, they gave up a very good defensive position, and Union's going to be able to take that now and start good defenses. Confederates pulling back. You could see Confederates emerging from the woods now.
You're back.
So let's see what these guys do. Union holding a very nice spot. They're opting to hold the graveyard. And those three guys back there are going to decap the point. You only need to be in skirmishing. I think this guy probably sees it. I can't read your name, Mr. Rollins.
Damn it. Hail.
Cap it. Wax, get back here, man. Get back.
I'm so distraught. Hale's dead.
Wax, get back here now. Wax, where are you? Wax, get back here. We need you in skirmishing, yes. When's the second this
We're already getting shot at.
We are to book it to that stone wall to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is up with that flag?
We have to book this. Oh my gosh.
Dude, Hale's got fucking blasted. I'm still lowering it. Go.
Company, I'll be surprised. I think
It's not, it's just skirmishers, but we allowed them to be there because we didn't have it on point. That's fine though. But let's just recap it. Let's
Up and over. Up and over, boys.
Union front. Oh my, what is up with the flag?
Head to point, south direct,
Now that's the Union flag I remember from the Civil War.
Southwest, boys. Press the ball, your start.
Union repositioning, falling off the graveyard because of that decap. Well played on those three guys' part.
Point's always behind them. Yeah. Damn, they lined up perfectly. Get in the graveyard.
So some Confederates charging, some want to hold in the graveyard. A little bit of confusion here, but all to the benefit of the Union team. So Union's recapping. These three guys are holding back here. I mean, let's what it is.
Behind.
Oh my god.
Confederates holding the graveyard. Union retake the point. Union's going to hit breaking. But, I mean, Union is in a position to knock them down. I do not know if the Confederates can force the Union out with how quick they can spawn people back in with their flags. taking more casualties. They'll be hitting braking here in a moment.
Can you pull these boys back? We're getting fucking hammered.
Artillery officer.
Flank is still messed up. Where are they next? Oh my goodness, yep. I was gonna say, what, do they have invisible faces?
Pull back, boys. Pull back.
Looks like they do. This does, I've seen this, I saw this on Rivers Crossing before. Which was something. The Union falling back, repositioning, trying to get a better spot. Confederates look like they're gonna move out. A flag gets spawned a dude in every 5 seconds, that's why it's very hard to force them. None of them
Up and over double.
have
Up and over
heads.
double. One company's gonna start meeting us. We gotta hold these hay bales or hold this white fence.
That guy's
I'll
ahead.
direct y'all, but we gotta hold. Someone tell Bosch we're on flank right.
I need to get back home to my boys.
But Joseph trying to take his guys to flank Union, a little spread out. Opportunistic time for Confederates if they want to mass charge as a team. I don't know if it'll work, but regardless.
Hold the hay bales, independent fire. Holy crap. Holy crap, that is a huge ton of them, boys. My God. Independent fire.
Oh my god, I'm so...
Confederates, the whole Union team being distracted by Joseph, it's going to let these guys kind of go right in. Viceroy, his guys. Union going to hit braking here in a moment. Are they charging? They're charging.
Push them, boys. Push them, boys. Push them, boys. Get that flag down. Get that flag down.
Union hit braking, but I mean the Union team has let the Confederates get behind them and get into the spot, which is huge for them. If Confederates win this point, Union will go down the west end.
Over here. You boys over here. Over here.
Save guy. There you go.
Y'all fully kitted? Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah!
I'm on the spectrum.
Wait.
We are not. Hey, Flybear. I do not want you charged in. Do not charge in with us.
Alright, I'm
Stay
staying
over
with
here.
the flag bearer.
Yeah, stay with it.
Rally Monkey will.
Boys,
So will
let's
the
go.
fucking
There's
drum and yep.
Come on.
So the Union team, I don't know. Let's quickly check out where they're going. They got some guys behind this fence. They're using the shade as cover. It's a little interesting. Confederates going down the corn here.
Oh, it was friendlies. It was friendlies.
Union guy right there. But
That's them. That's them.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Front and right. Front and right. Right side as well. After these guys are dead.
Union actually have a little fence there. Guys holding back now, pushing up to assist. They're charging them out. Confederates pushing kind of main too. Union seem to have the advantage though. They had plenty of time to reposition after falling off.
Shoot him down, boys! Shoot him down! And then hold! Billy, son of a bitch, kill him! Can't reload.
Union counter charging here, and it looks like they're gonna win this. Confederates are gonna hit braking themselves, and we might have an even game here in about 2 or so minutes. This is Joseph guys. I think they're trying to flank around, but it's not gonna do them too good.
Oh! Bumper ass clap.
Save the flag! Save the flag!
Let's go. Right here.
So Union turning around, outnumbering this tiny Confederate group.
Charge the house.
And some Confederates just fleeing instantly, and I mean, ticket positive for the Union side. Union's going to force the Confederates down to a very early stage of breaking. But
That's for close range killing.
Confederates should reposition. They should start holding up on this graveyard. All the points are going to be in this direction. It could be this point right here.
Consolidated here, alright? We're gonna push them up towards us. When they come here, we're gonna fucking charge them, boys.
Where are you talking?
I don't know if you should charge them, but hold the graveyard. Graveyard, it's a stone wall. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, at this point of the night, 2:60 now. Yeah, it's kind of getting late. Union are going to take this point. It's the gold timer says attack because I am on the Confederate side when I went to go spectate. And so I get their UI that pops up, and the Union pushing down the braking. And hey, the next point is right there. So this will be the last point, most likely, of the game. Viceroy's charging out at the Union flank. This is going to be very huge. Whoever takes this will most likely win the game. If Union takes it, it's definitely going to be more interesting because they're closer. Union kind of turning and charging these guys. They heavily outnumber Viceroy's guys. And they should wipe them out. Fair amount of Confederates holding here. The Confederates need to run to the graveyard. Union, some splitting back off, going back to the point.
Get your bayonets down, boys.
Run to the point. You gotta run to the point.
Confederates got 2 flags back here, and Union slowly trickling in. They're also slowly trickling in over here, but Confederates got a good company in the woods, or sorry, in the graveyard. Confederates still have forces over here. Confederates capping. Good shot by Union artillery.
Get back up, boys. We got this.
And the Union are going to be able to take this, even though the Confederates have secured the point. Union winning over there as well.
They're traitors. Press T, save your friend.
Press T, don't kill your friends. Alright, they're all mostly dead.
And Union are going to have a good shot. Confederate, oh no, these guys are going to get wiped.
Somebody pick up that flag and pull back.
No, I think your flag is right back there.
Let's go, Crowley.
I need you guys pick up
Let's go touch the cannons.
Where you going? Get back here. Flag and pull back.
Get back.
They're getting the flag and pulling back. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the flag though. Union might win this game.
Shoot these assholes. Shoot them out. I don't care. One stock. Get in there. One stock.
Don't let him get that flag up.
My guys, just start getting shots in. Just start getting shots in on this line.
Alright, Confederates should have moved over to the graveyard sooner. Even if that wasn't the next point, it's still a great holding spot. Confederates are going to reform at Maine. Both sides might hit last stand at a similar time.
Like, we can shoot him out.
We can shoot him out. Let's shoot him out.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. So Confederates got about 6 or so minutes. I think that's how long it takes to cap a point to try to knock them in the last stand before they themselves hit last stand. And this is going to be a great way to end the night. So now we just await the Confederate team approaching, except they do have their artillery. A couple guys out here. I don't know why they have 2 down flags and they're not picking it up. But Confederate artillery, here is your time to shine. Oh, they're just getting shot when they try to pick them up. Union's just throwing lead. How close are Confederates? Looks like they're now starting to come out of the woods. At least the first batch, another batch, kind of going around the long way. They're gonna run out to that flag. We'll see if they get it. And Confederates kind of holding out this little area. There's a little bit of a defilade here, so the Confederates could run up and volley and go back down. They could try to get around the side. It's going to be very hard for them to take this point. Again, they got to knock the Union in the last stand before anything. Where's the Confederate artillery? There. Confederates appear to be going the long way around, going into the orchard. A little spread out, though. And they are spreading out into two groups, trying to get different fire. They each have some nice shots on the Union guys. These guys are going to get some nice shots on these few guys here, and then those guys can get some better shots on these guys over here. Still not easy shots nonetheless, but Union's almost halfway to capping it. They're almost at last stand. Union, honestly, if I were Union, I don't know. Union's in a real tight spot, right? They could sit here and try to fully cap the point, right? But the thing is that if they cap the point before the Confederates hit last stand, Confederates will hit last stand automatically, but then they gotta wipe their whole team. But we're assuming Union's gonna hit last stand shortly, therefore they're not gonna have their full team's potential. I mean, if Union charges out, they could try to knock them in the last stand, so that once they fully cap, they win. I mean, Union's way to victory is they gotta put the Confederates in the last stand before they cap point. That's how they win this game. Confederates just need to avoid going into the last stand and shoot the Union down. I mean, really, that's all this is. They do not need to be doing this. I think they're trying to push them in the last stand, but these Confederates are very spread out. It could push them into the last stand. They do not need to be doing this. They need to avoid going in the last stand. And they're doing it. All these guys, the Confederates, are very spread out. When you die spread out, you lose more tickets for your team. They're not charging on the other side. Confederates, so much trickle. Union's going to win this game. If you Confederates hit last stand, this is literally the worst thing they could have done. You could have shot them down to last stand. You cannot go in the last stand of CSA here because Union's going to win this point. You can't take this point. Oh my goodness, Confederates are going to lose this game. This is the biggest blunder I have seen in a long time. This is so painfully obvious that you can't go in the last stand of CSA. I get you're trying to push the Union into last stand. However, by pushing yourself in the last stand in the process, the Union team is going to cap and win right here. And you haven't even knocked them in the last stand yet. You were going at a fine pace. Wow. that's a way to end this. Heck, I mean, Union came back. Confederates blundered at the end.
Yeah, that was. Union came back.
Indeed, Union Summer of Love is here.
Union Summer of Love. Union Summer of Love. Union Summer of Love. Summer of Love.
Get 'em, boys! Get 'em! Yeah!
What a turnaround for the Union here.
Trample that rag!
They hit last stand, but it doesn't matter. They're about to capture and win the game.
Drive them back, boys! Drive them back! Keep moving! Keep moving! Give them death! Give them steel! No prisoners! No mercy! No respite!
Wow. Well, with that being said, well done to the Union getting a 2-0 in this video. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed these 2 rounds. It was quite impressive. A big turnaround for the Union here at the end, of, or at least for round 2. A big turnaround. Heck of a win. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, feel free to join the Discord. Buy our merch. Support us on Patreon. You get live streams of everything we do now. You can also advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage with no UI and commentary of events and such. All of that is in the description. But nonetheless, we appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful rest of your night. We will see you in the next one.